guys, here we are with America 4. We are spending 6 on our tech, which we didn't get. The rolls were against us, so we are still techless. Building 2 strategic bombers, building 2 transports, 2 men, 2 tanks, 3 destroyers, and we're carrying 2 IPCs over into round 5. Okay, we just have 1 combat move for America this round, and we're going after the Japanese transports in P14. He has elected to scramble, so the fighter will be in that battle as well. I think it's a bit of an oversight because he moved a lot of his planes out of Japan, just leaving that one to defend there. So we're going in there with our cruiser and destroyer from Hawaii, 1, 2, 3. And we're also going to take the bomber in from the Caroline Islands for a movement of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he'll have 3 spaces left. One of the cruisers, because this is a combat move, will get the opportunity to have a AAA shot, so we will do that as well. So here we go with the AAA shot. Mercifully is a miss, so that bomber can carry on into that sea zone. Okay, so we have a bomber, we have a cruiser, and we have a destroyer. And we get 1 hit. We get 1 hit from that. Coming back, we have paired transport and a fighter, and we get a hit also. So we will lose the strategic bomber, and Japan will lose. Do transports get taken last? I think they do. I might just have to pause and check, bear with me. Okay, yes, so transports have to be taken last, so the Japanese will lose its fighter there. So we've exhausted our bomber, so we're left with destroyer and a cruiser, and we still have the 1 paired transport. Okay, so we get 1 hit, so we lose 1 Japanese transport without loss. We can go again. If we get a hit this time, then the remaining transport will... I don't think I even rolled that on camera, apologies there. So we've got the destroyer, cruiser, and the 1 paired transport. And we might, no. Yep, so we get both on the final round. So that's the 3 transports gone, and the cruiser and the destroyer remain up in P14. Okay, so on to non-combat moves. Now this is where my interpretation of the rule comes in, is AAA shots only count for combat moves. So by definition then that means that non-combat moves are free to fly over without interference. So we've got 2 fighters on the Caroline Islands. They're going to move 1 into the sea zone, 2, 3, 4, 5, because of the airbase, down into Java. Got 2 fighters on Hawaii. They're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down into Queensland. think this is going to be just off camera, but in Western US we've our strategic bomber, which had a Commonwealth infantry loaded up on their last turn, is going to pick up the excuse me, the American infantry, sorry, with a range of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, is going to bring those down to Queensland also. Our transport in Hawaii is just going to move home to P7. Okay, we've a fighter in Burma, and he's just going to come back into East India. Our submarine is just going to remain in Malaya there. Okay, that takes care of everything from the Pacific. Now over into the Atlantic and the Med. It's going to be quite a quiet round here. We've 2 mech and a tank in Italian Libya, and they're just going to move 2 across into El Alamein. We've 2 strategic bombers in Eastern US. They're coming down into, apologies, it's not quite on camera again. 2 strategic bombers in Eastern US coming down into Brazil. And we've got 4 transports moving down into A29, and they're bringing with them 4 tanks and 4 men. And they're all dropping off into Casablanca there. We've 2 plain infantry left in Italian Libya. They're going to move back. Actually, they're going to move forward into Tobruk. Okay, I think that is everything there. On to the build. So we're putting 3 destroyers into A21, along with the 2 transports. And we've got 2 bombers, 2 men and 2 tanks going into Eastern US with those bombers there. Okay, on to monies for America. So we have our 2 saved from the beginning of the round. There's no monetary changes, so we are still at 59 on the chart. And we do have some NOs to collect. So we get 1 for each originally controlled territory. We've lost 3. We've lost Midway. We've lost the Philippines. Is it just those 2? It's just 2, so actually we get 13 for that NO. We have land units in Casablanca for 3. We still control the Caroline Islands for 2, and we're no longer neutral for 10. So that's 59, 69, 79, 80, 86, 88, 89 for round 5. And we can crack straight on with the UK. UK is purchasing a fighter, 5 men, 2 tanks. We get our 3 Indian infantry for being at war, and we're going to carry 7 into round 5. And we have a couple of combat moves this round. Just 2, but one highly significant one. And we're having a stab into Egypt. So from Anglo-Egyptian Sudan, we have 4 tanks, we have a mech and a normal infantry, and we have a tactical bomber. The tactical will have 3 left. Should he survive, he'll just come back into Anglo-Egyptian Sudan anyway. We've 2 fighters from southern Iran moving 1, 2, 3, and they will have 1 movement point left. We've an infantry and a tank loading up on one of the transports in A54, moving 1, 2 into A53, and that will be offloading into Egypt. And again, we'll have a cruiser bombard there. In Italian Libya, we have a fighter moving 1, 2, 3. He will have 1 space left. And we've 1 more transport in that sea zone, and I did think about moving him back into India, but I think we'll move him across as well with a man and an artillery. Again, he will go into Egypt. Okay, the other battle is just a walk-on with 2 dudes in Iraq just moving into Transjordan. We'll get that battle boarded up and we can start chucking some dice. Okay, here we go then. So we have 3 at 1, 2 at 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks, 1, 2, 3 fighters, and a paired tactical for 4. That's a good start. We dropped a dice already, but here we go. That doesn't look too bad. 1, 2. Oops, that was a hit. 5 hits. Okay, coming back. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 10 at 2. And 1 at 3. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 at 3. And I didn't roll the cruiser bombard. Just realised I didn't roll the cruiser bombard, so we'll do that now. That's a miss, so it's had no bearing on that. Okay, so here we go. That looks pretty good too, actually. 2, 4, 5. So 5 hits each. So UK will lose 2 infantry, 1 mech, 1 artillery, and another infantry. And we're going to lose 2 Italian infantry, 2 Italian artillery, and the Italian mech. Okay, so we're going to go again. So we've got 5 tanks, we've got 3 fighters and a paired tactical, and we're after 6 hits. think we've got them actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. Excellent. So the territory is taken, but at what cost? So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry and a tank. And they just get a single hit. So we'll lose 1 UK tank. The Germans lose 5 infantry. The Italians lose their tank. So that is the territory taken with 4 tanks, 3 fighters and a tactical remaining. Okay, on to non-combat moves then. We've our infantry, infantry and mech in Italian Libya. They're moving into Tobruk. Our planes, the tactical bomber with 3 is going to move 1, 2, 3 into southern Iran. The 3 fighters with 1 left are going to come down into Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. I've got 4 tanks in Belgium Congo. They can't rail into Egypt yet, but they're just going to move 2 up into Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. Using the rail in southern Iran, 2 infantry, 1, 2, 3 up into Stalingrad. One man in southern Iran is just going to move into West India. The destroyer that was left in A54 is going to come across and just join the rest of the fleet in P50. Apologies, a message came up on my phone then. So the destroyer that was in A54 moving to P50. And the 2 infantry in southern Iran up to Stalingrad, and the remaining man into West India. Apologies if that was on camera, but just to make everything clear. Okay, that is everything for the UK. So we can go on to our build. We are putting 5 men into India. And we're putting our 3 man into India as well. We've got 2 tanks going into southern Iran, along with the fighter. On to monies. So we've retaken Egypt. So the UK is up to 38, Germany down to 49. And we've retaken Transjordan, so that's UK up to 39, and Italy down to 11. Okay, so we are at 39 on the board. We carried 7 from this round. We got 4 IPCs for owning Iraq and Iran. We now hold Egypt, Transjordan and El Alamein for an additional 5. So 39, 49, 50, 55 for the UK in round 5. Okay, lastly on to China. And we are going to be a little bit sneaky. We've won cavalry in Burma. And we're gonna blitz him 1 into East Burma and liberate East Burma. So that's UK up to 40, Japan down to 58, and he's going to carry on through into North Indochina. So that is Japan down to 57. China takes control of North Indochina for 1. So China's back on the board. Okay, so China, just from a money point of view, it's been sat on 5 IPCs with nothing to spend. We gain the 1 for this round, so China's just sat on 6 IPCs. Okay, we've just got a board update to do. So in Brazil, for America, we have 4 infantry, 2 bombers. Eastern US, 2 bombers, 2 men, 2 tanks, 2 transports, 3 destroyers. In A29, 3 destroyers, 1, 2, 3, 7 transports. Casablanca has 5, 6, 7, 8 men, 4 tanks, 3 artillery. Tobruk has 2 men. El Alamein has tank and 2 mech. There is an American fighter in West India. We have our submarine in P-48, 2 fighters, a man and an artillery on Java. I think that's just off camera, apologies. 2 fighters, 1 man, 1 artillery on Java. P-14, Tokyo Bay, we have a cruiser and destroyer. The Caroline Islands has a man and AAA. Hawaii has a man and a AAA. Queensland has 1 man, 2 fighters and 1 bomber classified air transport. And in Western US we just have 1 transport, 1 AAA with a destroyer, transport in P7. China has cavalry in North Indochina. In Burma we have 1 tank, 1 artillery, 1 AAA, 1 fighter and 8 Chinese infantry. Onto the UK. In P50 we've a carrier with a fighter and a tactical. We have a battleship, a cruiser and a destroyer. In India we have 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 infantry with 3 AAA. 1 man in West India. 2 tanks, 1 fighter, 1 tactical in southern Iran. And we have 2 men up in Stalingrad. Over in Africa, we've a man and a mech in Tobruk. We've 4 tanks in Cairo, 2 men in Transjordan. We've a cruiser with 2 transports in the Red Sea. Anglo-Egyptian Sudan has 4 tanks and 3 fighters. We've our man on Gibraltar. We've our man and AAA in Malta. And we've still got 3 men and 4 AAA in England and 1 other AAA in Scotland. Okay, that concludes round 4, or the first part of round 4 for the Allies. Over to Italy, and we'll see what the Italians can do. Apologies, there's just 1 amendment. I forgot about the 3 UK fighters in Tunisia. They are just going to come back and land in Casablanca. So there's so there are 3 UK fighters now in Casablanca.